We've talked previously about just going all in like that. What is your level of going all in? I remember you asked me that question when I first became your student. I was like, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know. How do I decide what all in means and what that looks like for my account? And so if we were to get a pretty significant correction all the way down to the 100 or even the 200, do you have an all in plan or any advice on how to consider where your all-in level is?
As option sellers, like I know you do the same thing, Melissa. Like we sell options to actually fund our life of freedom. So it's really hard for us to say that I'm in all cash and I'm just waiting for a pullback, because I've talked to so many people who sit there and they wait for pullbacks and they never come, and they're like, well, I'll buy it and then I'll buy it. So I'm never all in all cash. To be honest with you, I always probably have on just a little too much exposure considering where the market is. Where am I going all in? I go all in when people panic, but I'm not just talking about regular panic. So like I'm looking at the monthly chart right now, right? Like this is the monthly 100. I don't even know what 100 months are. Like I have no idea how many years that is, but this would be a really nice level to buy SPY. That's half, but that's half of the price that SPY is. So like if we had a pullback here, I think we're in a lot of trouble if we lose 40% in SPY. So this probably isn't very realistic. To be honest with you, a lot of the chart probably isn't very realistic. The weekly 200 always makes a lot of sense. Like when's the last time SPYs hit the weekly 200? It looks like it was back in 2022. So all in, the only way I go all in is if it's in the S&P 500. So we're talking BOO or SPY, SPX, like that's the only time I go all in on anything. So during COVID, I'll just tell you the last time I went all in, and this is kind of my thought process. During COVID, I was watching CNBC. I don't care if you watch CNBC or not. And I was listening to one of the guys on there, and he legitimately talked about a zombie apocalypse. And he wasn't kidding. Like it was not a joke. And to be honest with you, in the back of my mind, I was wondering if zombies or the apocalypse, or like, I didn't know what was happening. And I was thinking, this could actually be the end. I mean, we were washing our fruits with Clorox. So for me, it's more of a fear and panic. When people become super panicked, like you have to make your bets, and you have to be okay with going all in. For me, that means SPY, probably off the weekly 200, but I also need to make sure that things seem so irrational in my rational mind, and the fear, everyone else has such fear that they just want to go to all cash and hoard their gold. And when they start wanting to do that and start loading up on their bullets because the end of the world's happening, I've always heard nuclear war is bullish. So like, if we don't die, then that's when I go all in. And that sounds kind of morbid to say, but that's how I think about it. It has to be a fear. It's fear gauged, not chart based.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned Clorox and fruit. I'm pretty sure that negates any organic certification once you start using special chemicals.
I don't come after me, organic police. I'm not an organic guy, but yeah, you're right.